Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at Deluxe Class Sunstreaker from Transformers Earthrise War for Cybertron Trilogy. Very excited to finally get Sunstreaker in the line. Love this artwork here on the side. This side you have that standard Earthrise pick that's on the side of every box. Not too much going on the top or the bottom, and then spin around to the back. You can see robot mode, vehicle mode, both look pretty sharp. So I'm pretty excited. Let's go ahead, let's get them out of the box and let's take a closer look. So here is Sunstreaker out of the packaging, and I apologize ahead of time if the very bright yellow color of Sunstreaker throws off my camera lighting. It's probably going to disturb the white balance a bit, but he looks great. I really like him quite a bit. I think it's kind of funny how the front of the car looks on the back of his legs, but it's really not that big a deal. Not too much car kibble, which I like. He's got this piece on the back that if you want you can take off and use as an accessory. I think it's kind of lame as far as a gun goes, but you can do that. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it on his back because I think that's where it looks best. So there we go. And honestly, he's pretty much uniformly yellow with the exception of his chest plate, which on camera is showing up a lot more distorted than it actually is in real life. It's kind of funny how through the camera this looks like a completely different shade of yellow as everything else, but in person it's really not that bad. But I would say everything else is pretty uniform. It's just that chest plate that's a little off. But it doesn't bother me all that much. Autobot symbol looks really crisp, really nice there. Head sculpt is good. Let's get a little bit closer. Really nice silver paint, blue eyes, yellow on the sides look really great. Really nicely done there. I like them a lot. Let's see, articulation wise, we have ball joint in the head, so you have a little bit up and down, side to side. You have a swivel here in the shoulder. You also have kind of a movement here, like actually in the body. You can move a little bit. It's kind of tight though. But you do have a swivel here, and then you have a rock here in the actual shoulder. You have a bicep swivel. 90 degrees in the elbow. Nothing in the wrist because it folds into the forearm for transformation. Hips, or I should say waist, you have a swivel. Hips here, you can kick forward, kick back, kick out to the side. Does he have a thigh? Yeah, he has a thigh swivel there. And then 90 degrees in the knee, and then of course ankle tilt. So he's got pretty much all the articulation you'd want. Really cool. I like him a lot, actually. Really a lot more than I even thought I would. Not that I have anything against Sunstreaker, but he's supposedly a heavy retool of Wheeljack. So I wanted to kind of bring Wheeljack in. And you can kind of see some of the similarities. The legs definitely transform the same way. So I can definitely tell that they were kind of remolded from that. You can kind of see the legs and the crotch area are the same. The way the chest plate folds down is very similar. But Sunstreaker doesn't have this weird like windshield piece that has to like hide and weirdly swivel. So he has a point up on Wheeljack in that. Arms you can see very heavily remolded but fairly similar. And then the back is again somewhat similar but heavily remolded. So I do think he probably has the base mold of Wheeljack, but very heavily remolded. And then, of course, I wanted to do a little shot with him and Sideswipe since they're, you know, quote-unquote brothers in G1. So, wanted to just show those two guys together. They look pretty good. I like it quite a bit. Let's go ahead. Let's get to his transformation. So, transformation is actually pretty cool. I'm going to start by folding the hands into the forearms. Very simply like so. Coming around to the back, you can spin this piece around 180. You can leave it like this all the time if you want, but I like the look of having it a little bit higher up. You're going to unhook the legs and swing them around, very similar to how Wheeljack transforms. So swing these up. You can just kind of get the arms out of the way. This will come up. You can go ahead and peg these together. And then just kind of make sure this is lined up like so. These can come up and flip into here. At this point, you're going to spin this around at the waist like this. And then you're going to want to drop down the hood of the car, which is going to come down, click into place, and really shore up the whole front of the car. Just make sure that's all together. And then you're going to fold the head down into the chest. And then you're actually going to spin it again, not at the waist, but at this extra spin here, kind of in the abdomen. And that's going to spin around like this. and then connect that all, which I think that's really cool. That little hidden extra joint is really neat. Then you're going to turn these around, put the arms straight out back like this, and spin this around. This is going to drop straight down like this and connect in here like so. And then these are just going to fold back and peg in like this. It's actually a pretty quick and easy transformation, and it looks great. I like it a lot. I feel like it's a little bit easier than Wheeljack's. With Wheeljack, I feel like things get in the way, especially when I'm trying to get those little windshield pieces for him. But everything with Sunstreaker just really goes into place and ends up looking really good. I like this a lot. And the other thing I think is crazy, here's Sideswipe. And while they're not the same mold, they're very similar in vehicle mode. And I think that's awesome, especially because, again, they're supposed to be like brothers or not quite twins, but on the show. But that's so cool. They did such a good job of, like, again, it's not the same mold, but they look very similar. And I think that's awesome. So I'm really happy with these. The two of these look great together. I really like this alt mode. Rolls well. Nice, easy transformation. Looks sharp. And also, when you put the hood with the rest of the car, it kind of blends in better. I don't know why, but you can see it doesn't really stand out as much with the rest of the car, which I think is cool. And again, it looks a little bit worse on camera than it does in person. In person, it kind of blends in perfectly, and you really can't even see it. I don't know why it stands out much more in robot mode, but not too much kibble underneath. Very nice. So yeah, I'm really happy with this transformation, and the vehicle mode looks fantastic. I think Sunstreaker is fantastic. Honestly, he's shaping up to be one of my favorites from the whole Earthrise line. It's just really, really well done. I think he looks great. The yellow looks great. Head sculpt is good. Articulation's great. They kind of took the Wheeljack mold and perfected it. I like Wheeljack, but I think this guy's even better. I think it's just the transformation's fun. He looks great in both modes. The only thing I would complain about is the lack of a proper weapon. I do like having this thing on the back, but trying to say that's also a weapon seems lame to me. I'm sorry. He should have come with a proper gun as well. Maybe there's something from that accessory pack I can reappropriate and give to him. But yeah, that's the only thing I would complain about. I wish he came with a proper gun. Otherwise, I think he's perfect. I definitely recommend picking him up. If you can find this guy, he should be starting to come out now. I think I saw part of this wave at Target. I got this one from Walmart, actually, walmart.com, which I was surprised he was in stock. Should be starting to show up on Amazon, Target, things like that as well. So Wave 3 is starting to make its way around. But yeah, definitely pick this guy up if you can. I think he looks absolutely fantastic. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.